Alright, guys, welcome back. The NBA Fantasy Salary Cap edition continues, and I'm here to give you the updates of what transpired in game day 4 of game week 9. Now, as you can see right there, I am below average after having a very good game day 3 games. I wasn't able to field a full squad, but 72 is not that bad. 72, and the average is 118. And of course, the key contributors were, of course, Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks, who gave me 43. Minor of Boston Celtics gave me 9, and AJ Mitchell dropped 20 for me. So let's jump into what transpired on the game week. Amazing stuff. I'm so excited. There's yet another giant killer that has come amongst us. All that and more in the next few minutes. Now, of course, the first game was Miami Heat taking on Boston Celtics, and in this one, Derek White was on fire. Managed to drop a season high of 33 points in this game, and remember, he's a long-range shooter. He managed to drop 9 3-pointers of Celtics in this game as they ended up winning this game. So let a look at the way the production was done. You can clearly see that Derek White led the way for the Boston Celtics, dropping 33 points in this one, 62 fantasy points in this game. Jaylen Brown as well, contributing his fair share of 30 points, nearly double-double, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. 56 fantasy points in this game. Hauser Sam doing his thing as well, 15 points in this one, 25 fantasy. On the other side, Norman Powell continues to be influential and key for the Miami Heat in this game. He dropped 18, 31 fantasy points, a quiet one for him. Then, of course, Warren doing his thing as well, dropping 24 and a double-double rebounds in this game, 45 points in the game. So let me roll up the highlights of this game. But something that is worth mentioning is the new rookie in Miami, Kasparas, he had a very good game. So he's someone that we should have on our radars because, of course, his salary is considerably managed. It is manageable, and you can, of course, add him to your roster. But in this game, he actually had a very good game, dropping 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, 31 points for the rookie. All right, let's get on to the highlights.
Got the Wolf of Wall Street patrolling the perimeter. There's CHI-CLE Ware from the perimeter for the Heat's first three.
He can shoot the ball. That's fine.
Ware's still just 21 years old. Out to Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. Whoa.
Derek White a little surprised by that.
Out of Illinois. They've got high hopes for him. Hasn't spent much time with the big club this season. Now he starts. Tate a little off balance. It doesn't matter as he banks it in.
Catch high, keep high, score high.
December 7th, a Sunday in Toronto, where they'll be tomorrow night flying after this game. Tate the spin. And drops it home.
Yeah, if you're down by 4 and you get fouls, you can't go 0 for 2. The star player's got to make those.
There's Powell. Consecutive games extending his own Celtics record. Off the mark here. Minot got a hand on it. Saved it. To White over to Ugo on the jam.
That's unheard of in today's NBA.
Ooh, Simons with a good step.
He got a great first step.
There's Jaquez. That's good.
Maybe good, just not great.
It feels like he could average more points and more assists.
It does seem that way.
Queta drops it in on the feed from Simons. White, Simons, Shireman, Hauser, and Queta. Anthony Simons for two.
Simons cooking so far.
That he's been impressed by Anthony Simons, especially with what he's doing defensively. Gardner for three, the two-way player. Miami pushing tempo again. Gardner hangs and hits.
They're always leaking a guy out.
Adebayo, air ball. Ends up with Gilgeous-Alexander for three.
Remind you at all of that 15-16 team and overachieving coming together the way they did?
A little bit, just because they've been counted out since Jason Tatum's been hurt. They're well coached, and you know, they're always going to be in position to win, for sure.
Isaiah, so good to see you. The slow grind continues. He is not retired yet, everybody. We're going to break.
Joins that crew.
But if he hits one more, Dick Light.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to refresh that query. There's Powell, all kinds of room. What do you think?
Well, there's his 9 threes.
Look at the defense by Walsh on Hawkes. Making life miserable for him. Straight up defensively, forced the miss out of Bio. The offensive rebound and putback. They are killing the Celtics on the glass.
Yeah, they've been crashing all night so far, but Celtics got to figure out at halftime how they're going to get some of these defensive boards.
Whoa! Three! Right! Of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone stuff.
Getting the points in the paint, but the second chance points have been a big issue. And Peyton Pritchard sets off the tone.
Just like your boy Cooper Flagg. So smart he got into Duke early and then graduated in a year.
Man, they're just driving wherever they want to go.
Defended by the big man Ware. He leads him out to an island. In the isolation, JB to his spot. Mid-rangers put him in March after he ruptured the Achilles last May. There is Drew Smith, high off glass. Nice. Brown with the left hand, lays it in. A chance for Miami. It'll be Smith. All 5 starters for the Heat now in double figures. Ware has a team high 18. Brown with the left hand. Lays it in. A chance for Miami.
So with 8 blocks at the second chance points, that hurt them.
The Heat have taken 18 more field goal attempts, which is why they're within 3 despite the shooting percentage disparity. D. White, the top scorer in the game with 25. He's made 7 triples. How about Hauser? How about you?
Celtics come back with their snap play.
Hauser is 2 for 2 from downtown. Gonzalez with the steal. Sam, stop and pop. Oh, yeah! It's a house party on this Friday night. Averages about a steal and a half per game. Fontecchio for 3.
Fontecchio was struggling. Turnover, missing layups, but...
Here is White. 5 to shoot. The step back. The 3! His pockets are full tonight. Give it up for Simons. He cashes out. Oh, the Celtics have found the mark in the 4th. He's been 0 for 11 overall in his last 2 games. A rough one in Milwaukee, then he got hurt early Monday against Detroit. As Adebayo puts it in. But Sam tonight is 3 for 3, all from downtown. D. White, unstoppable!
Friday night, go cash your check at the bank.
With 31, which he's now done twice this week.
Oh, what?
Oh, he wanted it. Hauser, yes, sir!
How they're supposed to have all these timeouts.
Now, of course, it's near impossible to withstand that barrage of threes. Remember, Derek White dropped a season high of 33 points in this game and also tied his career high with 9 3-pointers to help Boston Celtics pull away in the second half of this game. It was a crazy game, and of course, Miami Heat could not withstand. And of course, as what they were saying, they are not down and out. As you saw Jason Tatum right there on the bench, he will come back eventually, hopefully. It's just that the injury that he got is a really, really serious torn Achilles. Is a career-ending injury, but anything is possible. Modern medicine is amazing, and he will definitely come back.
9 threes in the fourth quarter ties a franchise record. The NBA record is 11. Celtics still have time to get there as Powell weighs it in.
That's 8 boards.
Jaylen Brown drops it in. And with that bucket, JB into 13th place in Celtics history.
That's a lot of points right here.
He's walking with giants now.
Yes, he is.
Three more on the stop and pop. There's the Celtics record for threes in a fourth quarter.
He got blitzed like that, and he still had a foul to give?
All right. So that's how that one ended. As you can see right there, Miami Heat lost to the Boston Celtics 116-129 in that one. All right, so thereafter we had Philly, and of course the welcome back of Tyrese Maxey. Now, of course, Joel Embiid was out because of illness, and of course his right knee injury management in that one. So Andre Drummond replaced him. Then, of course, Tyrese Maxey returned, dropping 30 points in this game, as you can see right there. 30 points, nearly a double-double with 9 assists, 2 rebounds as well to go along with that. 53 picked off right where he left off. VJ Edgecombe dropped 23 points in this game and giving him a total of 43 fantasy points. Then on the other side, Karl-Anthony Towns returns and of course managed to drop a double-double, 22 points and 11 rebounds. 35 fantasy points right there. He missed one game, as you can see right there, the Indiana Pacers game, but he's now back. Let's hope he's fine and fit. Then Jalen Brunson as well managed to drop 22 points in this one, 9 assists to go along with that, 46 fantasy points right there. So let me roll the highlights of this one. Now, before we get into the highlights, one other thing to note, of course, is that Philly managed to snap, the 76ers managed to snap the Knicks' 6th game-winning streak after this game. Of course, you can clearly see that they lost it 116-107. The Knicks were on fire, but they were in a way cooled down by the 76ers. So let's pull those highlights up.
Last night, Brunson did hit the game winner, drives in, and scores.
Wow, that's just great ball movement by New York, though. Which
got well against Indiana, but he made the biggest shot of the night, finished with 25 points. Barlow, the long strides to the rim.
Barlow's been outstanding for this team.
So they've been highly resilient. George, pocket pass, kick, extra, Maxey. What a gifted score, Tyrese. Brunson, two-man game with Towns. Now they get Bridges involved. Takes it across the lane. Forced to give it up. Brunson tosses it up and in. Another.
He was wide open and could have had a layup.
Hart. The bounce to Bridges and the chemistry on this.
Leading rebounder overall in the league.
Maxey with a downtown hit.
Well, you got to be up on those.
To the corner. The Bridges three. Around and out. And Drummond gets it ahead for Maxey. Early offense, Edgecombe. Bounces. Drummond's added to his game, and he makes the three. The second-year guard out of Duke. Yabusele. Kick it out for Clarkson. Gets the step on McCain, and hits the jumper. He was looking for a call, and the ball just happened to go in. Coley, who has been outstanding for the Knicks, really stood out in Las Vegas. Maxey gets the roll.
That was as good a job defensively as back. Going left, he loves the step back. To the right, he's a to-the-rim guy.
Kolek bounces, the setup for Towns. Beautifully done, and a chance for three.
Coming in, 25 points, 11.5 rebounds, 57% from the floor, and 50% from three.
McCain tried to blast to the rim, scoop to the hoop. Back in by Towns. The drive across, and the touch for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, there's his dad, Samaki.
Yep, Samaki won a title with the Lakers. McCain, shot clock winding down. McCain blocked by Anunoby.
Creating extra opportunities.
Bridges gets cut off. Anunoby drives in, missed it on a scoop. Towns put down by Robinson. Caught by Bridges, intercepted by Maxey. Uncontested for the two-handed flush.
At Arkansas with a very good team.
42-38 Knicks. Maxey is open, and Maxey connects. 40.
Celebrate basketball, that's it.
You're such a giver.
I am. Normally I wouldn't do anything around the house anyway. I'm pretty lazy.
Brunson sticks it. They show on George. George's jumper is silky smooth. Edgecombe one-on-one with Brunson. Maxey gets the step. Drummond made a three earlier and does it again. Andre Drummond rebounds in 16 minutes of action. Bridges goes down. Maxey swing. Edgecombe, the jumper is good.
New York continues to be on the offensive glass.
Edgecombe, major athleticism. Brunson, the cutter. Towns, layup goes.
Wow.
Towns fakes on the handoff, drives in, and lays it home.
Well, he
Avoided the fall and swings it. Oh, no. Oh, yes! Andre Drummond can't. Bridges, jumper, doesn't go. Drummond with his 11th rebound of the night. Maxey up top. Barlow puts it down. Kolick looking for the open man, finds one. Anunoby, extra feed. Robinson puts it up and in, and the foul.
that pass was good. That was one that Bonus should have caught.
Kolick to Clarkson for two. All tied up.
Percentage this year is higher than his free throw percentage was 10 years ago in his first All-Star season.
Towns missed it. A follow goes.
Like you said it, New York's only won one game all year when they trailed after three, and it was last night.
Maxey with a long-distance bomb.
They only had
for Mitchell Robinson, his 13th. Towns for the lead. No. Inside. Robinson gets the roll and the foul. Towns the fake. Everybody bought it, including the play-by-play announcer. Over Philly. High screen, Edwards. Maxey uses a second screen from Walker. Catch and fire, McCain. He laces a three.
Takes and makes a lot of threes and offensive rebounds tonight, only doing one of those.
Maxey got a three. Hand it to Bridges. No opening, lob it up. Robinson throws it down.
I like the defense VJ Edgecombe's playing on Brunson.
McCain drives it and nails it from the outside court for Edgecombe. Shot clock winding down. Edgecombe, the pull-up jump. It's good! VJ Edgecombe.
Told him he was my stand crush of the night. That has obviously inspired him here.
I don't believe that's affected him at all. Inside, OG Anunoby for OG. 105-102. Edgecombe. Three ball. Got it! VJ Edgecombe back in New York. Edgecombe really wanted to work on its three-point shooting and did, and it's paying off. Bridges got a three.
And you trust at the end of the day you'll get the results.
Maxey feed it. Drummond didn't catch it cleanly, but he lays it in. And the foul. Maxey. He floats it up. Oh, slam down. Valdez, Drexel, Edgecombe. The Knicks 13-1 at home this season. Towns, the step back J goes. Foot was on the line. We're going to hit the 1 minute mark. Maxey against Hart. Maxey drives. The tip-in doesn't go for Drummond. And it's struck down by Brunson. Edgecombe hits the deck. Comes away with it. He's doing everything for Philly. And it leads to a three for Maxey.
DJ Edgecombe's done everything. That might have been his biggest play of the game, diving on that loose ball.
And that will do it. The 76ers come into New York.
Wow, DJ Edgecombe proving himself to be a very, very valuable player for the 76ers, and indeed he is ensuring that 76ers managed to beat the in-form New York Knicks. Of course, remember they ended their 6-game winning streak. I mean, that is New York Knicks, and 76ers won this one 116-107 in this very game. Now, of course, after that game, we had the San Antonio Spurs taking on Atlanta Hawks. And of course, Victor Wembanyama, this is his 4th game since his return from the calf injury that kept him out for 12 games now. And he's actually getting back to his usual self. In this one, he dropped 26 points, as you can see right there. 53 fantasy points. He had a double-double, 12 rebounds as well to go along with the points, the 26 points that he dropped. Then David Vassell, 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in that one. 37 fantasy points for Vassell. Stephon Castle as well, 17 points, 36 fantasy points right there. On the other side, Gilgeous-Alexander Walker continues to be influential for the Atlanta Hawks, getting 33 points, fantasy points in this one, 23 in the game. Another person to look at is Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is a bit slowed down with the triple doubles. There was a point in time where he had, 4 triple doubles in a row. 4 triple doubles in a row. This time around, he had 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. 43 fantasy points right there. Then also, of course, Dyson Daniels is doing his thing, dropping 11 points, 23 fantasy points in that one. Trae Young didn't play in this one. Remember, he played in the previous game. It was his return. They lost in spite of his presence, and I think he's out again. I'm not really sure why. We thought he had recovered from his injury, but he didn't play in this one. So let me pull up those highlights of this game.
Minutes tonight. We'll see if that is indeed the plan for San Antonio. And right away, placing Greg Popovich last year, getting the full-time nod before the campaign began. His San Antonio teams won 4 straight. Vassell cranks in a 3-pointer.
He gets it down there. He's flushing it.
Corner for Ricochet, and that's good. So the Hawks are on the board, and Zachary Ricochet. Spurs turn it over. Here's PHI-NYK lining up the 3-ball and connecting. By Fox, better shot by Nikhil. Castle to Cornette.
This is too hard to see it play in this game.
Jalen Johnson with a nice move to the hoop. 23-19. Castle from the wing. Nothing but net. Castle came in 28%. They changed Castle's last basket to a 2. A whistle and a bucket for Stephon Castle. San Antonio claim.
Yeah, 3 guys go at that rebound. San Antonio in the early going is playing very well.
And right to the cup, Dylan Harper. Dylan had 24 last night, a season high against the Wizards.
See, Dylan Harper is a very skilled basketball player.
Loose ball picked up by San Antonio. Castle lays it in. Extended rest.
San Antonio, they really didn't take advantage of those missed shots by the Hawks.
Let's see what the Hawks can do here with PHI-NYK air ball, but Nikhil stretches up. Follows it in, and a foul on San
Now, of course, in this game, just to give you an update, I finally found out why Trae Young didn't play. It was just down to him being rested after, of course, missing out in 22 games with a sprained MCL injury in the games prior. Remember, he missed 22 games this season with that MCL sprained, the sprain of his MCL. That kept him out. And in the other game that he was played, but still again with managed minutes, he only managed to contribute 10 assists and of course 8 points in that game against Charlotte Hornets. They lost that game on Thursday night. The other Atlanta Hawks player who is out is of course Kristaps Porzingis, who's also sidelined for at least another week with illness requiring further evaluation. That's Kristaps Porzingis right there.
Jalen to Luke in the corner for three. Castle. Johnson cut off in the paint. Nowhere to go. Bad pass. Spurs take it away. Harrison Barnes.
Defensive end as well. The coach is challenging the Hawks to drive it more. Don't worry about who's in the paint. Keep attacking Victor Wembanyama and try and get him in foul trouble. And also, guys, the 13 turnovers, they addressed it with lack of spacing. Hey.
Sacramento's down 15 with about 3 minutes to go. Come back and send it into overtime. Crazy. MIA-BOS can't reverse. Gets it back. Kicks it out to Ricochet. And he'll score. He's got 19. Wemby strips the cords from three. Oh boy. But Jalen says, I got Castle on me, and Wemby comes over to block that one. Wembanyama, the league leader in blocks. And a throwdown. 13 boards with 5 blocks. Last season, he went for 24 and 12 with 1 block. Laying is good by Asa Newell. Third quarter, Spurs stepped on the gas one more time.
Well, that's a foul on Wembanyama.
He pushed down to Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker, no call. Kongwu. Asa left alone. Buries a three. From the corner, Champagnie. And the Spurs have 102 points. Hawks have a Kongwu, Alexander Walker, Krejci, Kennard, and Newell. And up and in for De'Aaron Fox.
The clock, your calf is fine.
Exactly.
Nothing's wrong with it.
And Vassell breaks up the play. Spurs running off the steal. Long! But Vassell misses. Wemby does not miss. Just mentioned at the top of our show, he had his career high 38 with 8 threes against the Spurs in Texas. Weak side to Johnson, who hits the three. Johnson goes over everybody to get that rebound. And Stephon Castle.
Everything's going right for him tonight.
Bulls come in here on Sunday afternoon. A quick regroup for the Hawks. And Luke Kennard hits one.
You know what, Wemby this year, how much he's improved from last year.
Well, the next test, of course, as Waters scores, the next test for San Antonio is playoff success.
Yeah.
That's the next thing.
Yeah.
And that's a tough neighborhood out west. Tyson Daniels. Alexander Walker on the bounce to Jalen for the dunk.
Bring energy, attack, and defend in that order.
A little concerned about the shooting. Ricochet drills this one. Good to see Zachary come back a little bit with that three-point.
Say this on air. Sunday night, I was driving home from the game, and guess what? I ran out of gas.
No.
On the highway.
You let that one down. You driving like 4 hours, you didn't put no gas in your car?
We're all doing the best we can, right, Meek?
yeah, exactly.
Olynyk hooks it in. Asa Newell's going to take it up. They won in Texas. They win in Georgia.
All right, so San Antonio Spurs won that one as well, and they are rolling now that Wembanyama is actually fine and fit and is back for the San Antonio Spurs. So that one ended 126 to 98. San Antonio Spurs beating Atlanta Hawks in that. All right, so after that, of course, we had Chicago Bulls taking on Cleveland Cavaliers in this one. And boy, oh boy, were the Chicago Bulls well balanced in this game. Actually, the Chicago Bulls had 7 players who scored in double figures. That is Josh Giddey and company. And then, of course, Trey Jones, added 16 off the bench. Then on the other side, Darius Garland scored a season high of 35 for Cleveland Cavaliers, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, as you can see right there. 35 points, 56 fantasy points, 8 assists and 2 rebounds to go along with that. On the other side, Vucevic and Brzeli, they both had 24 points. Vucevic had 15, a double-double, 15 rebounds to go along, 52 fantasy points right there for Brzeli. Brzeli's had 24, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and of course 43 fantasy points in this one. Josh Giddey was having some good numbers at the start of the season, 17 points in this game, 40 fantasy points in this game. All right, let me roll the highlights.
Front of the rim. The Cavs lost that paint battle 68-52 as Proctor in his first start buries a 3 to open the ball game. Wade squeezes it and out comes Garland, 1 minute and 15 seconds in. Garland pedals in toward Giddey, crossed him over, goes to the left hand and lays it in. Boy, you're starting to see that. As that ball ends up in the hands of Tyson. Tyson fires a 3. Allen salvages the possession. Back to Proctor. Hey! Knocks it down as Tyrese Proctor. You're absolutely correct, John. If you don't make Josh Giddey work and have to bang into people and defend very, very aggressively, he will pick you up. Chicago, Giddey back to the sumo. He's lightning quick. He loves to drive. Herder got run off the line. Jones got it. Boy, Trey Jones was the X factor. Comes up in the hands of Darius Garland. Really nice defensive stanza for the Cavs. Good box out as well. Thomas Bryant with it. Loops it back to Bryant. Now it's Garland. Garland directs traffic. He's watched by Jones on the switch. Gets himself into the paint as Darius Garland is off to a terrific up off the floor. Here he goes again. Fire 3 as Giddey knocks it down. You live with that. Very tough shot. Cavs team, you got to recognize this Bulls team seems like they're dragging a little bit. How about that feed by Proctor to find Bryant at a tough end? Last 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Turner. Boy, that's a tough shot. Zealous cans it out. 4 assists now, Brett. I love it. I love it. He doesn't have to take any shots. When you're passing that basketball like that, now you become a weapon. Defender has no idea what to do. DeAndre Hunter with a mid-range jumper. He cuts the ball. Being aggressive and being direct on what they're trying to do on both ends of the floor. Jones keeps that white pass inbounds. Collins with a contested 3. Tough shot by Collins. Every time you miss one of those 3s, you go back and make sure that ball pounds into that paint. Giddey hits the 3. Tyson, he'll shovel to Allen. Allen in toward Garland. Garland was bracketed and had it knocked away. Yeah, Jarrett's got to shoot that basketball. That's a 12-foot shot. He's trying to throw it to Garland, who's a little bit smaller guy under the basket. Allen boxes out and grabs his 6th board of this first half. Garland, no looks, finds Lonzo Ball. There you go, keep chipping away. Allen at the top of the key. Hunter breaks baseline on Buzelis. He got cut off. Garland's open, and Garland connects. There you go. Good dribble drive. Make the defense collapse. You kick it out. The Bulls with terrific ball movement. All 5 players have touched the ball on this offensive possession. It ends up in the hands of White, who twists one off to Vucevic. So it will be the Bulls with the last shot of the half. White off to Jones. Jones leans and gets the roll. The Cavs have numbers as White's down behind the play. Proctor finds Tyson. Tyson tiptoes baseline, gets there and lays it up and in.
Yeah, Coach Garrity's hit it dead on the. I wouldn't over-concern myself with running out and contesting all the threes. I want the Chicago Bulls to shoot as many threes as they want at threes. I want the Cavs to do a better job of being aggressive going at the basket.
Tyson's three does not go. It's tracked down by Allen, back to Tyson. Tyson nice inside. He puts it up and in.
Be simple with our spacing. Simple decisions. Simple was the word over and over again to take care of the ball.
Jared Allen inside as Garland finds him. Allen takes it. Garland breaks right past Giddey, hesitates, gets fouled, he puts it up and in, and Darius Garland has a chance for three with a crafty play as he felt Giddey leaning. Tyson got a hand on it, it comes to Proctor. Proctor thought he got fouled, and Giddey leaks out.
Just to attack that zone.
DeSumo reverses, scores, and ties this game at 87. Proctor, wow, what a move there as he went right around Jones. Proctor to the basket. A highlight reel move by rookie Tyrese Proctor. Herder, however, leaks out. We're tied at 89. DeSumo snakes his way inside back to Vucevic. Here's Jones. Herder puts it on the floor and lays it in. At you, wave after wave after wave. Vucevic is open. Smith and Hunter joust. They won't have it. The shot clock is off. Naquan Tomlin for three.
Tell you what, he is absolutely.
They're looking to grind one out here on this Friday night. It's the start of a three-game homestand. Early next week, the Hornets and the Pelicans will be in town as Buzelis works his way inside. Buzelis gets ridden by Proctor underneath. Tries to find Vucevic, scrambling possession. Vucevic short-armed it, but he gets it back and scores.
That's what he does. Well, he's just on the perimeter. Didn't allow that basketball to penetrate. Got deep in the clock. Nice job.
Proctor for three. Tyrese Proctor has his fourth triple. Now it's Buzelis. Buzelis took a bump from Tomlin. He'll spin, shoot, and score as Buzelis has a team-high 22. Calls on that possession for the Bulls as they avoid disaster. Herder finds himself wide open.
Boy, I tell you what, Cavs almost got one there. The Bulls scrambling in that possession.
The Bulls have now hit 17 big threes here tonight. Cavs have 12. Garland inside.
Great job.
Wade looking for Tomlin. Back out it goes to Garland. Garland fires. And knocks it down. Darius Garland has tied this game at 150. Coming out of the timeout. We'll set the lineups for you momentarily. Giddey into Vucevic. He missed it, but his putback is good. Wade, Garland, Allen, Proctor, and Hunter tipped and grabbed by Nick Vucevic. Vucevic, Giddey, White, Collins, and Jones are on the floor for Chicago. Giddey puts on the brakes, deals to Collins. Here's DeAndre. This pass is tipped. It comes to Jones. Jones zigzags his way down the lane, puts it up and puts it in. Bulls 128, Cavs 120 with under 2. The shot clock dwindles to 5. Garland. Oh, brother, big equalizer there. Darius Garland. An offensive possession that wasn't much to write home about. White takes some air out of the basketball. White inside. He'll bank and score. 5 to shoot. White down the lane. Wants Vucevic. Vucevic uses a window as Nick Vucevic now has 24 points to go along with 14 hitting as the big man in the middle. Had a big night. 24 and 15 for the Bulls starting center. As the Bulls will win this one by the final of 136-125. Quickly, Brad, your thoughts? The Cavs have 2 days off, hopefully to get a couple of people.
All right, so that's how that one ended. As you can see right there, the Chicago Bulls were well balanced. Nearly the whole squad, with an exception of just 3 players, were not in double figures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players were all in double figures in this game. And of course, they ended up beating Cleveland Cavaliers, winning this one 136-125. All right, so then came the final game, and I would say the best game of the night. That was OKC taking on Minnesota Timberwolves. And boy, oh boy, did Anthony Edwards deliver in the clutch to make sure that the Timberwolves hand the Thunders their third loss after Edwards takes over down the stretch in this game. It was an amazing game. Of course, Anthony Edwards had just returned from a 3-game injury absence, and he dropped 26 points, a double-double, 12 rebounds in this one, and hitting go-ahead three-pointers just seconds on the clock. Of course, it helped Minnesota win this one. We shall see more in the highlights. Of course, Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 35 in this one, which of course tried to push the team to the limit, but it wasn't enough. In the end, they had to get that third loss thanks to Edwards and the Timberwolves. So he dropped 35 in this one, 66 fantasy points. And remember, they still have an unbeaten home record. That's OKC. So that is the next record that we need to get rid of. Then Jalen Williams as well managed to get 17 points, 37 points in this one. Chat Holmgren doing his thing, 14, 25. It's just one of those games that you say, yeah, OKC didn't lose because they were bad. No, it's just that Minnesota just went a notch higher. So all the teams that need to beat them, when you look at Danny Avdia's Portland 12 Blazers, you look at San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, they had to pull a notch higher to beat this team. So whenever you play OKC, you have to bring your A game. And boy, oh boy, did Edwards do that tonight, dropping 26 points and a double-double, 12 rebounds, 3 assists to go along with that, 59 fantasy points in this game. Julius Randle as well, valuable contribution of 19 points in this one, 8 rebounds, 37 fantasy points to go along. Let me pull the highlights of this one.
In this game that will match up with one another.
Edwards, just like that, he's back. This is Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo pump, penetrates down the lane. The runner is good. Gilgeous-Alexander, outside, Dort won't take the three. Instead of kick it out to Williams. Williams, long range, and drains the trifecta. Accelerated down the lane, didn't have the angle. Thunder running. SGA coast to coast and got it to go.
Good done, Grady.
Thunder on a 7-0 run. Gilgeous-Alexander, the mid-range Jay is pure. 9-0 Thunder run. Randall to DiVincenzo. Outside, McDaniels with the hammer won't go. Randall, the offensive board, put it up and through. The activity picking up for Minnesota.
I thought maybe a foul there with McDaniels with that sweeping left-handed dunk attempt.
SGA got a tray. Williams, the offensive board. Dort lines up a tray, left it short, another offensive board. Dort will reload and hits. Bones Highland, Naz Reid out there from Minnesota. This is Joe from downtown. Swish.
10 needs another quality possession.
First turnover for OKC. Highland, 3-ball, bombs. Going at Holmgren here inside. Blocked, got it back. Blocked again. 25-17 OKC. Highland with the defensive assignment. McDaniels came to help, doesn't matter. Just to go in the first. 4 seconds on the clock. Step back. Finds Holmgren. Beautiful feed for 2.
So Chet Holmgren had himself a Christmas present right at the basket.
Second field goal for Holmgren. McDaniels, little Euro. First, he had started the last 3 in Edwards' absence. Holmgren, another find from SGA. Out a 2-second difference, shot and game clock. Thunder by 8. Mitchell, the runner is scored. 8 offensive rebounds as Holmgren hits the turnaround. Joe deep in the corner. Connect on the lane, double clutch, won't go. Up ahead, McDaniels out to Edwards. Extra pass to Highland. Highland leaves it for Randall. Randall off glass for two.
What good minutes from Bones Highland is knocked down.
Williams attacking and flips it up and through.
Wow.
McDaniels outside. DiVincenzo. Yes.
Got a feeling about how OKC is collapsing. They're going to have open threes. They've got to stay confident and knock them down.
DiVincenzo keeps firing. His third to three-pointers in his last three outings. Williams splitting the defense. Another high arcing shot. Off glass for two. Leaves it for Gobert for the flush.
Great Lee Seal.
Fading away. Not enough on it. Shoulder rebound. Outside. Dort flicks the wrist. And it's good again from deep. DA for the... Highland wants a Gobert screen. McDaniels on the baseline. Nearly stripped. Got it back. And kisses it off the glass.
A good attack.
Sees the crowd. Gives it up. Got it back. He'll attack Wallace. Edwards hanging. And goes window shopping. Wallace with the steal. Who else? Takes it himself. Blocked from behind. Oh, they're going to call a goaltend. We're going. Edwards gives it up to Randall. Randall flicks the wrist. Got a tray. Extra pass. DiVincenzo gives it up to Reed. Reed spinning away from Williams. And the finger roll.
And Shea on the bench. They got to take advantage, Minnesota.
Edwards blocks from behind. Getting downhill and puts it up and off. Battle to get it back. And Holmgren. Oh, a frenetic pace. Dillingham, the lob to Gobert. Edwards just pulled down his 10th rebound of the night. Working on Hartenstein, pull up. Jay is good. SGA with the answer. We'll see if that comes into play in the closing minutes of this one. It's been a good one. SGA off balance, still put it through. D-cell, pass stolen by Wallace. Who else? Wallace, Williams, blocked. Driving, kick out to Williams. Williams won't take the three, instead will drive. Mid-range, Jay, pure.
Challenge. George to make the shot. Don't let it be this man.
SGA, money! Randall in attack mode. Leaves it for Reed. Short hook is good. 2. Crowd rising to their feet. Edwards working on Wallace. Step back, fires. Cash! SGA working on Edwards. Lost the handle. McDaniels up ahead. And a foul is called. Wow. The building is erupting.
Has wanted Minnesota to do in this game, aside from the free throw score.
They cleaned it up at the end. Clock will expire. Minnesota. They trailed 107-104. Closed the game on an 8-0 run.
All right. Man, oh man, was that a good game? Was that a good game or what? Because you saw AD right there dropping that 3 in the 4th. Deep in the 4th. Amazing game. So he ended up dropping 26 points in this one. That's AD. AE, not AD. Yeah, 26, a double-double, of course, 12 rebounds to go along with it. And of course, SGA tried to do his antiques, trying to, these good mid-range shots. He's a very, very good player, by the way. I take nothing away from him, but they are too good. They need to lose. That team is too star-studded. It's unfair. So they lost this one, and boy, was that music to my ears. So that's how that one ended. And of course, game day 9 in total. Game day 4 of game week 9. All the games were done. We just had 5 games on the day. Let's now move to what we plan to do for game day 5. But of course, before we move on to the plans for the next game day, we have to see the players of the night. Our players of the night, of course, is Victor Wembanyama in the front court, as San Antonio Spurs managed to beat Atlanta, and it ended 126-98. Victor Wembanyama dropping 26 points in the game, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 53 fantasy points, bringing his averages to 25.1 points per game, 12.3 rebounds per game, 3.9 assists per game. That's Wemby for San Antonio Spurs, our player of the night, game day 4 of game week 9 front court player. Then in the backcourt, and of course overall player of the night was none other than SGA, Gilgeous-Alexander, reigning MVP. But of course they ended up losing this game, which is their third OKC loss of the season. 107-112, Minnesota beating them. SGA's contribution was 35 points in the game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 66 fantasy points. And of course, among the scorers of the season, he is in second place, only behind to Luka Doncic of the LA Lakers. He currently has 32.5 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game, and 6.4 assists per game, right there for SGA and Oklahoma City Thunders. Now, of course, a look at our plans for tonight. If we just have a look on the squad that I will be fielding, hopefully you as well. So for game day 5, I will have a full squad, and I do believe you should probably all have a full squad. Maybe let's start with a look at the games that will be played. A considerable number of games will be played, so make sure you have a full squad fielded, a full roster. So the first game, of course, which is an amazing game, I really want to see this game. This was Houston Rockets. This is Houston Rockets taking on Denver Nuggets. That will be the first game. Indiana Pacers will be taking on New Orleans Pelicans. Dallas Mavericks will be taking on Philly. I hope Cooper Flag and company continue winning. Dallas Mavericks, of course, right there. Then Boston Celtics will be taking on Toronto Raptors. Charlotte Hornets, Detroit Pistons. Washington Wizards, Memphis Grizzlies. Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors. Orlando Magic, Utah. Then Portland Trail Blazers, Danny Avdi and company will be taking on Sacramento Kings. LA Lakers will be in contention in an LA derby, taking on LA Clippers in that game. Now, of course, the players that I will be fielding will be will be Keishan Judge, Nikola Jokic, Alperen Şengün, Kenopo, and Amain Thompson for my squad. I already played my captainship. I played it in the first game. Of course, it was between Denver Nuggets and Houston Rockets, and it's a repeat tonight. So that's why I'm saying that game is going to be an awesome one. I do not know how it will go, but we shall see. On the bench, I have Giuseppe, who will be taking on Golden State Warriors, and Mina. Mina is definitely my last option of substitutes. So really, if I were to be, it is between Kenopo and Giuseppe. I'm opting to go for Kenopo because he is on fire and we are playing Pistons. Yeah, but Giuseppe is actually an equally good player. He's equally good. You can see he can give you a good game. It can be one of those games where he goes off and you get amazing contributions from him. But same story with Kenopo. The only challenge with Kenopo is just that he's been on form, so I want to stick with him. But the challenge is if those shots don't drop with him. But if they are dropping, just know you're going to enjoy him in your squad. It's going to give you those good points. So guys, that's the squad, and that's the update of from both game day 4 and of course going into game day 5. I think that's pretty much it tonight. The player of the night, of course, was none other than SGA. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comment sections. Give me your feedback. All feedback is good. I'm willing to improve and change. So if you find this information good for you, please remember to hit that subscribe button as well. Peace out. Until next time, guys.